Alright guys, welcome to another exciting edition of Midnight Chills. Last time we got to watch Bela Lugosi fight a gorilla. This time we're going to watch a superhero fight a bunch of evil aliens in this weird movie called Evil Brain from Outer Space. It's one of the early Japanese attempts. See, in Japan they had like this style of filmmaking which is different. I think I told the story a million times and you're probably tired of hearing it. But in the birth of cinema back in the 1880s, the Lumiere brothers went around with these packets. They gave to all these different countries. Said, here's a film camera, here's how you edit, here's how you make a movie. And everybody just went crazy doing their own thing. Japan did their own thing too. And their thing was very interesting because they had a different style. Like they would do like this. But we would do like this as a standard filming. They would do like this. I know it's hard to explain, this is weird. But anyway, so in this style, you see superhero movies like this one. And this one is called, I forget the guy's name, Molecular Man or something like that. Anyway, so it's like this guy and he's like a superhero, he runs around and he beats up evil aliens. And there's this brain, this device, it's a MacGuffin. This is a device that they use to take over the world. But then it came, this is early attempts at the style that later became anime, which was a style of like superheroes and then elaborate costumes and all this craziness. So it's pretty cool. And then there's another one that came out after this one that I didn't know became like an anime and became a big thing, with Prince of Space. Prince of Space was this one me and my friends used to watch when we get high and we laugh at it because it was so silly, because it's like Lord Crankor was this evil villain and he's like So, but this one, then there's Invasion Neptune Man, and then there's another one. This one falls into that category. It's like a superhero and he wears a costume, tights and everything, Molecular Man or something like that. And it's pretty cool. They got a lot of cool shit in it. Especially for the time period. This was before animation. So they did the same style of storytelling, the same style of visuals. They later went into animated. They did live action. Which is pretty cool. So Japan has their own style, which I love, and a lot of people do love. Steve's nodding his head. Of course he loves it. He loves anime. I love anime too, because everything is anime. It doesn't fall into the category of just like this. Anything could be animated, anything could be told and styled in anime. Which is why it's so awesome, because it caters to every audience out there. No matter what you want, they got anime for it. So I love it too. I hope maybe someday they should start anime club here in Santa Maria. But they don't have one already, I don't know. But they should. So if you like anime, let me know what your favorite is. I'm going to put the email address reggiewalsh13@gmail.com. Send me an email, talk about the show. If you like it, want to be part of it. Always welcome to have new people involved. Because so far it's just me and Steven doing everything. So in the meantime, hope you enjoy the film. I'll be back in the middle ground to talk more about it. About the history of anime, history of Japanese cinema, and things called Da Vinci, which goes into the category of what I am. So anyway, enjoy the movie. Auf Wiedersehen.
On the planet Seemar, far within the moving galaxy, a decontrolled robot assassinated the omnipotent Balazar, who was known to possess the most brilliant mind in the universe. So powerful was Balazar's genius that as he lay dying, his brain ordered built a mechanism which would keep it alive even though his body was destroyed. And now Balazar's brain seeks universal conquest. But here on the Emerald Planet, the highest council in the Marquette Galaxy considers the terrible immediate menace to the solar system of Earth and to the planet Earth itself. Balazar's brain leads the infiltration of Earth, preparing it for the attack forces which will follow. And that attack will be with nuclear weapons. The flood of radioactivity, which inevitably will spill out into space, is what primarily concerns these Emerald Planet creatures. High radioactivity, the Emerald creatures realize, will poison even the distant reaches of outer space. As a result, it is possible that in time, other planets such as this will become uninhabitable. The Council now is deciding what must be done. They have learned that Balazar's brain already is secretly on Earth to command the Cimmerian spies and saboteurs. If this evil force can be stopped and destroyed before actual nuclear war begins, then the universe will be saved. The High Council agrees that there is only one way in which they may be able to achieve this. The scientists of the Emerald Planet have invented one of the most ingenious mechanisms the universe has ever seen. Called a globe meter, it is carried on the wrist. It enables its wearer to do three things: to fly through space, to detect radioactivity, and to speak and understand every language on the planet Earth. Finally, this great form of the Emerald hierarchy reaches a decision. In order to save Earth from the mass attack by the Cimmerians, the Emerald Men once more must present the globe meter to one of their fellow creatures and send him to Earth. He is the creature made of the strongest steel, the creature who can disguise himself as an Earthling. He is the creature known as Starman. Within that suitcase lies the living brain of Balazar.
The brain! Catch it! If you let it get away, we'll all die! The brain! Please, do something! Go after it!
You're under arrest!
Oh, no. Somebody, go after it!
Sir, the first report on the robbery has just come in. Headquarters said they have captured the men. All of the money has been recovered.
I see. You may go now. All right.
I have these on. Do you have to take me into the station?
Yes, come on.
We are all going to be killed. You've got to release me. I've got to search for that suitcase.
I can't let you go yet. I'm aware you were not guilty of that robbery today. And yet you tried to escape from the police earlier. Just what was in that case? You mentioned a brain of some sort. Are you sure it didn't really contain stolen jewels? What was in it?
It is a brain. I'm not lying, I tell you.
You are lying. Now, stop. Now, tell the truth.
I swear it.
Really? It is a brain? An animal brain, is that right?
No. It belongs to a creature from outer space.
You don't expect me to believe that, do you?
A creature that will rule the universe.
Huh?
Oh. The creature is called Balazar. It was hidden in that case. I've been working as Dr. Kurokawa's laboratory assistant and the brain came to him there. It appeared one day. It was brought from the planet Zemar. I'm not making this up, sir. Dr. Kurokawa began working under its evil power. So I just packed the brain and ran. It must be destroyed. Otherwise it will take over the earth. You must find it.
This is Okamoto. What can I do to help, sir?
This is Dr. Kurokawa speaking. I've heard that you're holding Kawada, an assistant of mine, and I want to warn you about him. Do not trust anything that he might say. And the boy has an imagination. I thought I'd better warn you. About the suitcase. It contains nothing of any value, I assure you. Just a diseased guinea pig is all. You can release Kawada.
I shall. I'll do it immediately. Yes. Oh, and I'm glad you told me this, sir. Kawada. I just talked to Dr. Kurokawa. My apologies, you may go now. Release him.
Yes, sir.
Well, did you find the suitcase?
No, sir. The men searched everywhere down that stream, but no sign of it.
Very well, you may call off the search then.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But that suitcase, if I don't find it, we'll all die.
As Kawada searches for the precious suitcase, Balazar's brain orders his men to kill the youth.
You tried to destroy the great Balazar's brain. Now you're going to pay with your life.
Did the brain order this?
Yes, the brain of Balazar.
No.
Stop! Put that down. What happened?
The brain. I've been trying to stop it. It has the greatest power in the universe. Unless science destroys it soon, it'll be too late.
I want you to tell me the story.
I was trying to bring the brain here to you, Dr. Sakurai, because it's imperative that it be destroyed. To do so won't be easy. It is indestructible. It's impervious to all poisons. If it is blown up, its cells will regenerate and multiply, and it'll still be alive. You're the only man, Dr. Sakurai, who may be able to save the Earth. Only you. Only you can kill the brain.
That's right. At least he must try. He's a great scientist, no?
The greatest. I'm certain that your father is the genius that'll save us all. The creatures that are infiltrating Earth are mutations, monsters created by the scientists on Zemar.
Those monsters, what do they look like, do you know?
Some, I think, look exactly like us.
Mutations have also been made in other forms. Kawada. A lot of them may be invisible and take forms which we cannot even imagine. They await orders from the brain. And soon it will give commands to them. I'll do what I can to stop this. I promise that you'll get my complete help.
I thank you.
My signaler. Just throw it. If you need me, I will answer it.
I'll throw it, and you will answer.
Well, children, now I'll try to stop the brain.
Good luck, Starman. All of us are counting on you.
I know, and I'll try to save the planet Earth.
Doctor, I beg you to start your research now, sir.
I shall. Let us start working together.
Kawada managed to get away. Starman attacked and rescued him. Now Kawada and Dr. Sakurai are seeking your formula. It is one that will destroy the brain of our honored leader, Balazar. If you command, I will then kill both of them. Never mind them. My brother Okawa has rescued the brain. By now, the doctor is too late. All across Earth, everything is in readiness to attack Earth at any moment. There's nothing I know that can stop it. Mankind's reign on Earth shall be ended. As the creatures attack, there's no one on Earth who can resist them.
There had stood on the tracks ahead of us a monster. It was too late to halt the train. I swear it was a monster.
Attention all patrol cars. Attention all patrol cars. Emergency in the Koto district. You are to proceed to the area and seek a monster.
You warned us that this would occur. Isn't that right? Didn't you? If Father doesn't succeed, these creatures will destroy us in a few days.
That's true. And I think some plans are in the office of Dr. Kurokawa.
Plans? What kind are they?
I don't know exactly. They have to do with that living brain, I think. They could aid in our research, so I shall go and try to locate them.
I'll go with you. Me too. Take us, please.
It's too dangerous for you. Don't say anything. I don't want the doctor to worry, understand? I'll see you later. Wish me luck. I'll need it.
He could be killed. I'm scared. He'll be all right.
Hoping to verify Kawada's story to the police, Detective Okamoto has been following him. longer safe in this house. Fools, Ito. All secret instructions. Bring them.
Kawada, you all right?
Can you talk?
I'm all right.
The doctor did this, am I right? In one of the many secret Zimar bases. The area leader is here. Good. Attention! I bring great news from our leader, Balazar. He is very pleased. He asked me to tell you that preliminary attacks have been successful.
Well, we're in Little Ground, kids. I'm gonna say a benchy is something cool I found out about in Japanese cinema before sound, when everything was only like visual, no sound. Silent films, they had subtitles. They would actually have these guys called benchies who would sit there kind of like me and just talk about the movie and say like, well, this is this and this is that. And it actually became more popular than the movies. Where it's like, who's the benchy this week? It would be like that guy. Like, oh, I want to see it because that guy's a benchy. So I want to see the movie with him in it, doing the thing. So it's pretty cool. So I can't wait to the horror host community. People like Vampira and Singuli and all these guys started out making a living being horror guys. Sammy Terry is one of my favorites. But anyway, what got me into it was Elvira and Joe Briggs and Rhonda Shear. Those were the big ones that got me into the scene. Like, I want to do that for a living. I want to host and play movies. So I want to be like that. So I sit there every Friday night and watch USA's Up All Night with Rhonda Shear, and then Saturdays I watch Monster Vision. And even when I was younger, I watched Elvira on the reruns on network TV. She was everywhere. She was like the goddess of Halloween. Kind of like Santa Claus, Christmas, Elvira, Halloween. That's the way I look at it. So anyway, so becoming a horror host was a big deal for me. I'm so happy to be able to do it for you guys here in Santa Maria. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. Next year, it'll be 10 years since I started doing horror hosting. And I was doing it for a cable access station in Lafayette, Louisiana, called Acadian Open Channel. And translated from Acadian Open Channel over here when I moved out here to California. I came out here and started working for Santa Maria Community Television. I love you guys. Thank you for doing your thing. Steven's smiling. I love making Steven laugh and smile. Love you, Steven. And if you're watching this on the Vortex, thank you again. I've been playing more and more of my shows. I'm really excited to be a part of that world. I love you guys. Especially you, Sluggo and Crimson, and Malik K. Oh, you guys are awesome. And it was so cool. I got to be a meme. They made a meme of me when I say I wish they could all be California Gould. Then it became a meme. And a picture. So I have arrived. I have arrived. I have a meme. Fighting a cold, sorry. Anyway, not COVID. Not COVID. I tested now. I'm COVID. Make sure I just got a cold. Anyway. We're off topic. So the movie, Evil Right from Outer Space, is one of those superhero movies. Sort of like a live action comic book. In Japan they had a lot of cool story characters like that. Got caves, the costumes, running around, fighting evil aliens. And this was one of the first ones I ever saw when I started doing the horror hosting, like particular TV. I saw this one for the first time and I fell in love with it. I think this is one of the funniest movies ever made. And it made me think, like, it would be funny if the aliens really looked the way they do in this movie. You know, because they're weird. I mean, the costume designs they do in Japan is just amazing. And they go all the way from there, from the 50s, all the way up until the 80s and 90s when they did the Power Ranger thing with the, what do they call it? Shoji or something like that. You know, those guys, then they took those guys, replaced them with American guys, made Power Rangers. And every season they do new episodes of Power Rangers. And it just they just take the stuff from Japan and do this. That's the thing about film. You could take something from one country, cut out the sound, put your own sound in, recut scenes with your own stuff, and then make a new product, and then make millions of dollars. It's genius. It's genius.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant. And that's what they did. It is so amazing. So I don't know. So anyway, so that was Japan for you. They're a very creative country. I love their culture. I love everything about their culture. They're amazing people. And their art is just so cool. Because they just go for it. They go crazy for all this stuff. Like I said, there's anime for everything. I don't care who you are. If you like something, I bet you there's anime for it, and then you'll find it, you'll watch it, and you'll love it. Anyway, so let's get that to the end of the movie. That's enough of my blah, 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 blah. And I'll be back at the end. I'll show you out to the theater or whatever. I usually do. Yeah, the cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery. San Maria is a beautiful time. Look at the sunrise. The sun rose up and the sky is blue. It's amazing. Steven, do it up. Sit up there. Show the sky. Look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? We got this beautiful sky. Everything's blue. I love it. I love the weather here in California. Always sunny. Always beautiful. Anyway, so enough of that. See you guys at the end. Auf Wiedersehen.
Dr. Sakurai is working on defenses. We cannot make our final attack before we find out one thing. How successful the doctor has been in his search for a formula which would kill our leader, Belisar Sprague. I have ordered one of our new mutants, which breathes radioactive vapor, to visit the doctor and to get our answers from him. Get away from him. Just my hand. Doctor, what was it? It was a mutation, and it was ghastly. Starman succeeded in chasing it out of... And which way were they headed? I'm not certain. They jumped out. One of the mutations attacked the doctor. An emergency search should be conducted immediately. Call out a general alarm. Our man must be wary. One slash of the mutant's solid cobalt nails could destroy him. Dangerous. They've started to multiply. The gas may cause it. I'll fight them another day. Where are they headed? I'd like to find the headquarters. The multiplying Zemerian mutations come in from all parts of the world. Research in this guarded laboratory is being feverishly conducted by Dr. Sakurai and his assistants, who seek desperately a formula which could destroy the leader of the invaders, Balazar's brain. Already, many of the mutants, disguised as human beings, are walking the streets of Earth's cities. To pay for their food and clothing, they frequently commit daring robberies, such as the one now being carried out.
Good day. Can I
want
assist
to
you,
look at
sir?
engagement rings.
Yes, sir. A lovely diamond, sir.
I'd like something larger than this.
Here. Papa, come on. I want to go home.
Isaka, what is it? Don't move. I'll call an ambulance.
Robberies are increasing, as you know. The police have got to stop them. But these creatures are of another world. I'm sorry to admit that we're helpless. You can't stop them using weapons. I would suggest attempting something else. I think you must capture one. That's the only way we might learn about them. And so I want you to watch all the large jewelry stores. As you no doubt realize,
This is the first stage of an insidious invasion by which all of Earth is threatened with ultimate destruction. Mankind is depending on you. Good luck.
No Earth scientist is safe from the Zemarians. Tonight, Professor Ishii carries some of the defense plans home for study.
Two of them took the plans. They...
Two children, Isako and Harada, are returning home from a neighbor's birthday party. Detective Taragawa, before investigating further, must seek medical help for the stricken Professor Ishii. The detective sees what appears to be a private hospital.
Excuse me, nurse.
Do you want to see me?
I'm a police officer. There's a man who's been hurt in the next corner. The man needs medical aid.
But this is a private hospital.
I know that, yet you can't let him suffer there.
Oh, I overheard. Send an ambulance for the man immediately. He'll be treated very well. You're a policeman, huh? Looking for mutants?
Yes.
I trust you'll be successful.
I wish you luck. Thank you, Doctor. Now, if you excuse me.
By all means.
This is no real doctor. This is a Zemarian mutant.
They acted strange. We should investigate. Not me. And you know that Father warned us not to stay out late, so let's get on. You're afraid. I'm not. I'm going to become a detective in a few years, so I'll learn how tonight. Stop it. You're being silly.
Now, why are you children out so late?
That's a big secret. Why do you ask that?
You'll see. Here, look at my identification cards.
You mean you're a detective, then?
That's right, children. Have you seen anything suspicious tonight?
There were two men acting very strangely.
Oh? What did they look like?
They were wearing light coats and carrying some kind of case.
Try to protect the children.
Right.
There. They won't bother you. Now you should go home, I think.
Just who are you?
I was not born on your planet Earth. Instead, I was sent here to save you from the Zemarians. You will die if I fail to kill them. Starman is what I am called. The news is excellent. Mutants are now ready in attack strength in every nation on Earth. In a few hours, Balazar, our great leader, will issue the final orders to attack. And you all shall obey them.
I, the Marian Master! See!
What is it? Why are you here?
Starman fought off our whole unit.
Starman! He'll have to be destroyed. Scientists continue desperately to seek one formula which will stop the mutants from dividing, and another formula which will destroy Balazar's brain when it is located. Time is running out for the planet Earth.
Inspector, I'm still suspicious of that hospital.
You know, at first I thought you were wasting your time investigating the hospital, but I don't know now.
You don't, sir?
No, I find it strange that Professor Ishii died there. They could have saved him.
Yes.
I would like you to keep the hospital under surveillance. Yet they mustn't know that you're doing this. This might turn out to be one of their headquarters. I'd like a report whenever you learn anything.
The two Zemarians who attacked Professor Ishii realize they must get rid of the only humans able to identify them, the children Isaro and Harada.
Oh, your shoelace is untied. I'll fix it.
Doctor, a child is here. He's been hurt.
you mean?
Come in here, Isako. Silly. Now, go ahead. It's all right.
Now, what's the matter,
The guy hardly touched me at all. That's true, Doctor. But he should remain for examination, don't you think so?
He wouldn't like to have an infection.
Definitely not. Let me take a look.
No.
Well, put him in one of the rooms.
It's no use. I won't go in. Oh, behave and don't be afraid. I think you'll be all right now.
Yes. I'm certain he'll be a good boy. Tell me, you won't mind staying for observation? Then you can leave tomorrow if you're well.
You'll see, son.
You won't mind this at all, Isako? Isn't this nice? Sleep here.
Can I lie down?
Of course, if you like. If you feel like a nap, you can take it. I'll come back later.
Behave. Take care of him. He's my only brother.
We will.
I'll come by tomorrow to take you home. Don't forget.
Come along. Don't be worried. Your brother's in good hands.
I still don't like it here at all. I'll escape as soon as I can.
Suspect me at all, there'll be no problem. But I will have trouble with that man from the Emerald Planet. Starman. How shall I get rid of him? will attack off this coast with airship cover.
And we will move the 3rd Mutant Army in from this point.
Correct. Balazar will give the final orders within a few hours.
A spy! Quick!
Oh, I hope he's all right and nothing happens to him in there.
Come along, children.
All right.
Yes. We'll have supper. Come along.
Come, Harada.
Harada, what are you doing there? You mustn't worry. He'll be all right in the hospital.
He wasn't hurt, Harada. They said he'd be all right. I hope he is.
Oh, he is. Now we're going to have supper, and I want you to join us. I think you must all be hungry. Let's go and eat, eh?
All right.
Will you join us, Harada?
Later. Something is wrong there. I'm certain that there is.
Harada. You're certain?
Yes. I can't help feeling that Sako's in trouble at the hospital, and I had to leave him there all alone.
I didn't know this, Harada. You could be right. I must investigate. You stay here. I'll find him.
As Starman flies to save Isako, his sister decides to send the police also to rescue her brother. As the police respond, Starman finds the Zemarian base.
You'll regret entering our secret base, Starman. Kill him! Surrender easily. Listen, Starman. We're only a small unit of Zemarians. You won't stop all of us. You'll learn. Retreat, quickly.
Ishiyama was on their side then, is that it?
Correct. I know I'll meet him again. He's just one among many Zemarians.
They have invaded all areas of Earth. I face a great challenge. I will try everything to stop them.
All the people of Earth are with you.
The Sumerians plan to kill all government leaders. And now one of the world figures returns from an Eastern Nations conference. He faces death from the Sumerians. Remain on the plane. I believe that he is safe now. Here, you can see him. You give yourself up, Dr. Ishiyama. You will be punished for all your crimes against the Earth. Doctor, don't attempt to escape. If you try to stop me, I'll throw this nuclear grenade. Get away! sometimes invisible, and then taking on weird shapes, the Zemarian mutants begin to kill Earthlings indiscriminately.
Orange juice?
No, I want a
Now come along.
Let's take a ride on the train. Can I please? I'd like to ride on the airplane.
I'll let you take turns on each.
The germs in this cylinder are very deadly. I'll take only a few of these and wipe out 1 billion of them. As soon as it ends, are you going to destroy the mutants because you'll no longer be needing them?
To conquer more planets, we must have them. The whole universe shall fall to us because of the great power of them. I think Starman's out there. I can hear him. Kazama, did you betray the secret base?
I used the germs experimentally outside. That's all. On an old woodcutter.
You fool! That act will lead Starman straight to us. Starman moves in on the Zemarian germ laboratory. As soon as he is notified, defense forces.
use a mutant. One of the greatest of them. Its nuclear weapon will destroy Starman.
There isn't any pulse.
What's in here?
Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device. I will destroy it safely away from civilization. There is little time.
I know what lies ahead. You have to find the brain, the leader of the Zemarians. That's urgent. Unless that is destroyed, they still may win. All Earth hopes that you can succeed in killing it. You must find it. We know that they will attack in a few hours.
But I shall try, sir. I shall search for their headquarters when I get rid of this. Malazar's brain within Supreme Headquarters is well hidden from Starman's search. Meanwhile, world leaders under heavy guard await the imminent attack of the Zemarian mutants. That is what I am seeking. Once I get there, I will find their leader.
Ministry Defense Squads, attention! Return to posts!
Starman follows the mutant and finds Supreme Headquarters.
Look! Starman! Look out! It may be in there. A logical place to hide it. Oh, you can open it with these.
I will.
Is that it? Is that Balazar's brain?
Yes, that's it. It must be killed. Just a moment, Doctor, and I'll give you the formula.
I worked all night on it. If it works on the brain, all the mutants in the world will also die.
It's dead. Success.
Yes? You'll be safe, children. The Zemarians will never come here again.
Here, the crystal. It belongs to you.
You may keep it as a souvenir.
Oh, may I? Thanks.
The brain is dead. I trust now everyone will live peacefully. I must return to the Emerald Planet. I bid you all farewell, my friends.
I see trees of green, and roses too. I see the bloom from me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Okay, enough of this singing this. Alright, so that's the end of Evil Brain from Outer Space, the Japanese version of Superman. Molecular Man, or whatever he's called. It's a good movie. It's fun. I don't know. It's silly now, but at the time they're trying to be serious. That's what makes it even funnier. That's what I try to explain to people about, because there's this whole thing with like the new generation. They use terms like meta and all this stuff. It tells things like requels and all this stuff, and they try to they overanalyze and they put all this stuff in the movies that my generation didn't think about. We didn't think about how this happened or how that happened. So they do that, and they try to be like parroting something on purpose when it's not really that funny, because they're already trying to be funny. It's funnier when they think they're really making a good movie and it comes out terrible. That's when it's funny. That's when it's meta. That's when it's interesting. Like The Room or Birdemic. Birdemic, the guy who made Birdemic, thought he was making a really serious, good movie. Then you got crap like Sharknado, when they're just trying to capitalize on the whole camp craze. You know, it's not the same. Because Birdemic, the guy honestly, genuinely thought, this is a masterpiece. This is the great movie. He compared himself to Alfred Hitchcock. You know? And then you got Tom Wiseau with The Room and Big Shark doing the same thing. He genuinely thinks he's good. Now that is what makes it funny. When you got these guys, like Matt Speece. I love Matt Speece, his work, because he is trying to make serious movies. I had him on my show a few times. I don't know if I remember him like back in the day. This is a long time ago. Steven probably remembers. He's a good guy. I love Matt Speece. If you're watching Matt Speece, I love you. Keep on rocking. You know, I think more people should see Matt Speece. Yeah, because there's guys like Neil Breen and like Tom Wiseau and I forget his name, the guy who did Birdemic and Birdemic 2. Those guys, they honestly think they're good. That's what makes it great. And you look back at movies like Deathbed and stuff. They're truly trying to make a good movie. It just doesn't work. Now the problem with Hollywood these days is they're remaking all the good movies. What they should be doing is taking the movies that most people never even heard of and then revamping them. Making them better with better special effects. Kind of like Robert Rodriguez did with Planet Terror, which was he took a concept that was very campy and silly and made it serious and made it fun. I love the Grindhouse double feature thing. It was great. Death Proof grew on me. When I first saw Death Proof, I hated it because I was like, this is boring. But that's because I was on that high from how awesome Planet Terror was. You're on the high from Planet Terror, and the next thing you know, you fall down and you're watching somebody's feet for 20 minutes. You know, and it's not the same. And they did that on purpose. They knew what they were doing. That's why I give them credit. I recommend watching Death Proof again. If you haven't watched it in a while, watch it again. It's actually really cool. It's a really good movie because it's creepy. And it just flows so well. It's got so many great visuals in it. Because Quentin Tarantino is a great visual director. He uses a lot of inserts, he uses a lot of cool angles, and he does things really weird and interesting. He's a great filmmaker. And I love it for him. If you haven't, I recommend the best movie Quentin Tarantino did to me, besides Death Proof, was my favorite movie of all time, Reservoir Dogs. It was his first movie, and it was great. It had a twist ending, never saw it coming. It's a beautiful film. And I highly recommend that one. If you, I don't know, of course everybody's seen Pulp Fiction. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, what the hell is wrong with you? It's a classic. All the movies are great. So anyway, enough talking about Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez and all that. So anyway, back to Japanese culture. They just fascinate me, and it fascinates a lot of people. So everybody loves anime, and it just becomes like a part of their life, and then they just want more and more of it. It's like a drug. And the greatest animes are the ones that just cater to like your desire. Like if you like horror, if you like sci-fi, if you like romance, if you like comedy. There's something like that for everybody. If you like comedy, there's Excel Saga. If there's horror, you got stuff like Ergo Proxy and Death Note and Van Helsing and all that stuff. There's a lot of great stuff out there. So I highly recommend you guys get into anime if you're not into it already. If you're new to it, I mean, the best way to go is to start with Astro Boy at the beginning and just go all the way from the 60s all the way up until... And then the funniest thing to me would be to watch Kim with the White Lion and then watch Disney's The Lion King back to back. Steven's laughing because he gets it. He gets it. If you don't get it, it's so blatantly obvious. If you watch Kim with the White Lion, it came out in like the early 70s. It's the exact same movie. I mean, everybody knows it. It's like, and they didn't even try to make it different. It's the same fucking movie. I remember one time I went to WizardCon years ago, like 2012, and they had Booth and their son do like copies of Kim with the White Lion. I should have grabbed one at the time. I had the money. I should have grabbed it. That was a fun thing. I got to meet Giorgio Tsoukalos when I went to WizardCon, who was the guy with the big hair thing from Ancient Aliens. Cool guy. Very nice guy. Don't believe any of his crap. But he's still a cool guy. Very nice. Very personable, very friendly guy. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. What do you think, Steven? Steven's like, come on, hurry up. We gotta get out of here. It's more than daylight. So anyway, so I'll see you guys next week with a whole new movie and a whole new attitude. The whole new attitude is New Year, New You. April 1st is the Pagan New Year. So new you, new year, new you. Auf Wiedersehen.